like to joke around a lot here at Honest Ads, even when it comes to serious subjects like police training. The police are a frequent subject in the media. Coverage often depends on political or even personal biases, and here, we're all about honesty. That's why we use Ground News to make sure we're getting our facts right. Ground News is a website and app on a mission to give readers an easy, transparent, and objective way to read the news. Every story comes with a quick visual breakdown of the political bias, factuality, and ownership of the source's reporting. Take this story on the national crime rate, for instance. On Ground News, we can see the 10 news outlets reported on this story. Coverage was split between the left and the right. You can see that most of the sources reporting are considered highly credible and predominantly owned by corporations. But then we see that Breitbart had an issue with this report. Check out the Discover page to add topics you want to follow, like the police, for example. Following multiple interests creates a personalized For You feed with just your interests. Want unlimited access to all of Ground News' incredible features? Go to ground.news/honest or scan the code here to get 40% off unlimited access to all the world's news in one place. Scan the QR code to get 40% off their Vantage plan, which gives you unlimited access to all the cool stuff we showed you today. Take it away, Chief Horton.
Missing fun in your life? Wish you had a bunch of great people to just hang out with while pretending to do Army stuff, but more local, so you don't need to go overseas. I'm Chief Roger Horton of the Horton Police Department, and I want you to join our ranks, or at least sign up to be a correctional officer and work in an office with no windows in a corrupt and defunct criminal justice system that we unwittingly defend no matter what. And the best part? There's no consequences. New cadets who pass a few tests and have no particular set of skills will drive new cars, get guns, and look great in cool uniforms. We hope to entice the best and the brightest. And by God, we need it. The FBI keeps stealing our best guys, and that's not saying much. Recruitment is down and resignations and retirement are up about 50%. Over 500 precincts in small-town America have dissolved their police forces since 1972. And I get it, our reputation has been in the shitter ever since that Officer Krupke's song was written. But don't let a few bad apples spoil the lot. Just because Krupke was an abusive husband doesn't mean that his aggression influences his policing, except when he hit that gang of dancing children over the head with a nightstick. Somewhere between that and the Rodney King riots, we became public enemy #1. We know confidence in police has fallen drastically in America. But who are you going to call when your neighbor keeps ding-dong ditching your house in the middle of the night if there are no cops? The Blue Man Group ain't going to help you with those paint drums. So back the blue. Okay, so you got the job. Now's the part where you put your life on the line every day. Well, sort of. Could you get hurt while on duty? You sure can. Being a cop is about 4 times more dangerous than the average job in America. But you're still less likely to die on the job than taxi drivers, maintenance workers, garbage men, and pilots. See? It's so safe. Join the force. We've done our best to clean up the force. Even when we fail our officers who fail to follow written policies and procedures, violate the law, and forge police reports. Oh, and by law, we're often not required to help you even if you're being stabbed on the subway, like Joseph Lozito, who in 2011 was stabbed on the subway while some of the NYPD just sort of watched. And when he sued the city, we got off scot-free. Legally, this means the police have no obligation to help you, especially when you're getting stabbed. This job really does come with an insane amount of immunity, even when we act like jerks and leave Joe bleeding on the ground. We spend so much on legal fees and gear that I'm forced to sit here and take care of your training. So let me tell you what it's like to approach a vehicle. License and registration, please. Approaching a vehicle can be a bit stressful. You don't know who you're pulling over, and as such, you might get freaked out. We'll have you ride along with a more experienced officer once or twice, but one day you'll be on your own and you might even realize that there's something fishy going on in the car. But you won't know what to do except call for backup and arrest the guy even if you don't have the best reason to do so. Highway patrol is a big part of our job for some reason. I mean, it costs the taxpayers only $68 to $400 million, so we might as well have a heck of a lot of fun pulling you over for no reason, fishing for a ticket. We got quotas after all. Don't get all frustrated when someone tries to pull some crap on you. We've become so heavily untrustworthy that we're all wearing body cams now, a requirement that we find so overwhelmingly restrictive that we might even remain patient with you for an extra 5 minutes before pinning you to the hood of your car. Okay, I can't just pull you out of the vehicle or search your car for no reason, but you're visibly under the influence, have an open container, or in some states just looking freaking suspicious. I can pat you down like a drum. Your body, my choice. If you're not out there, you're in here doing butt tons of paperwork. In fact, the paperwork is one of our favorite things to complain about. Gave someone a ticket, paperwork. Came across an incident and made an arrest, more paperwork. Spilled your coffee on your uniform and now it's completely ruined and your spouse refuses to help you get the stains out because you're the reason they call cops pigs. Even more paperwork. We spend at least 3 hours a shift filling out paperwork by hand, which, to be honest, isn't the easiest to fill out in the first place. Bureaucracy is a bitch. And as part of the executive branch of the government, we're here to enforce the laws to the best of our ability, even when we don't really know what that means. Come on, we're not lawyers, buddy. This job is basically somewhere between formality and practicality. It does feel kind of stupid that there isn't an agency that could just do low-level, non-criminal incident reporting and communication. But alas, we're the best you got. Join the force. It's about time for me to take a trip down to the municipal poll and see what mischief the teens are getting into tonight. I've been Chief Horton. God help us all.